Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you...
Good morning, I'm John Reyhons, the General Manager here at IronOaks, and welcome to another edition of Java with John. I have two special guests today as we feature our patrol outfit. And my two guests are Brian Quillen, our Senior Director of Community Services, and Jim Curcio, our Director of Patrol. Gentlemen, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate your time. Now, Jim, how long have you worked here?
I've worked for the patrol for 8 years, and it's been an enjoyable 8 years.
Terrific. And Brian, how long have you been here?
I've been here for a little over 4 years.
Terrific. And you guys got an awfully big job. From a geographical standpoint, how big is the area that you manage and patrol?
It's roughly 6 square miles and close to 50 miles of roadways. And we have 2 patrol vehicles that are utilized 24/7.
That's a lot. So you have that many miles. How many homes do we have, Brian?
4,019 homes.
And about how many residents reside here?
Let's say about 7,500 or so.
Wow, that's a big job. Along the same lines, what are some of your primary responsibilities in patrol, Jim?
Well, I oversee the patrol drivers who are on the road 24/7. Also the gate officers. There's a total of about 37 officers and office staff that are under my leadership. And we are currently on a by appointment due to the coronavirus.
And with the by appointment circumstances, what sort of activities or what sort of needs would our residents have to come visit you?
Normally, what we see the majority of the time are purchases of windshield devices for new vehicles or replacement of windshields. They also come for handheld devices. The total devices that a resident may have is 4, a combination of both of those. We also do a new homeowners orientation that takes 35 to 40 minutes for new homeowners, and we go over a lot of the amenities in our community, as well as what the patrol does for them. We issue permits for estates sales. We also issue permits for dumpster and other types of equipment that's used for construction. On a daily basis, the patrol office is utilized. We have 3 people in the office now, including myself. We have 1 person on furlough. But the appointment arrangement has worked very well, John. It creates a smoother workflow for our office, both seeing residents as well as getting other work done that we have to do.
One of the things that I applaud you for, your entire team is always helpful and outgoing. I can tell you a number of times when guests arrive here, the welcome attendants at each manned area are friendly, polite, outgoing, give great directions, answer all types of questions. I know our members and our residents really appreciate that. One of the things, though, that's come our way is we've been having some difficulties with our entry gate key system. And Brian, you might be able to talk about that as to what steps we're taking to remedy that.
Yeah, we are in the process of putting before the board a proposal to replace those call boxes, if you would. I think that's what people used to call them years ago. They are essentially a directory of homeowner names that you can put in a code or so that you can contact a homeowner so they can then let you into the community after hours for the manned gates, as well as our North Dobson gate, which is always unmanned. The proposal that will be going before the board is to replace this current system with a cloud-based system that will allow us for greater capacity. The current system can only hold 3,000 numbers. As I stated before, we have 4,019 homes, so we're a little shy. So we will be able to have over 10,000 numbers in the new system that is cloud-based, which will mean each home we can actually have 2 numbers for each occupant of the home. So that'll be a great thing going forward to allow easier access. So that way, if a husband and wife, whatever the living arrangements are, one is gone, one is there, both will be able to be contacted to let people into the community. So I think it'll be a great system for IronOaks going forward. It'll be expandable, and we'll be able to tie in the other unmanned gates into the same system using the different handheld devices and everything. So the patrol staff will be using only one software system to update everybody's information into this system and allow them access to the community.
That's great. Also, what's the time frame to implement that system once we gain board approval?
I think once we gain board approval, our hope is to have it completed within 30 days of that approval.
That's awesome. Great to hear. Now, a hot topic I always hear about, guys, is speeders in the community. They always email me, call me, and they say, John, what can we do to get our residents, our guests to slow down? Can you give us a few examples of what we do regularly to help inform the community to watch your speed and be safe?
We're utilizing the speed minder on a regular basis in various of the community that residents have indicated speeders. It's been a very good program from the perspective that the feedback from residents during the time the speed minder's there, drivers are slowing down. And we've also put speed signs up in areas that there were none before. Our speed limit, as you know, is 25 miles per hour on all of our residential streets except the boulevards, which are 35 miles per hour. We're also utilizing the speed, the gun that we use, the radar gun. It's really a laser gun that we've been using now for 3 years. Our drivers, officers during the day are the primarily users of that. We try and station them in areas of high traffic where we know or we've observed speeders. Unfortunately, we can't be everywhere at the same time because we only have one officer on duty per shift, and we have 4 shifts per day, Monday through Thursday, and we have 3 shifts per day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That covers our week.
Okay, and it's my understanding we also have 24-hour patrol, is that correct?
Yes, it's 24 hours with the 4 drivers per Monday through Thursday.
That's great. Well, good. Last question is, there's been some conversation from the board and various members about how we utilize the Arizona Rangers. Brian, can you give me a little background on?
I can give you a little background. The Arizona Rangers are a volunteer organization. They have volunteered their time to the community in several aspects. The Rangers are set out by in state statute as an organization that is there to support law enforcement. That is, their only role is to support, not to be law enforcement, not to enforce the laws on their own. They are there to support law enforcement. They have the same enforcement powers that you or I would have if we were walking down the street and saw a crime occurring. But they are a welcome and helpful deterrent in some of these areas, as we just talked in terms of speed control. The Arizona Rangers can be utilized in that capacity as a visible deterrent similar to the Speedminder box that Jim was talking about. When people see a vehicle that's marked in any way, shape, or form, if it's a security vehicle, whatever it is, they have a tendency to slow down if they know they're doing something incorrect. So, or take that extra second to stop at the stop sign that they may usually blow through. So, they are a good, can be a helpful, visible deterrent to the community. They've also helped support in various ways in terms of parking and crowd control. We had some large events with Intel last fall and last winter. The Arizona Rangers volunteered their time to come out and help with the parking flow throughout the clubhouse area here, reaching out all the way into Robeson Boulevard. They also helped at the last Shred-a-thon event to make that event go a lot smoother. In the past, we've had a traffic debacle, if you would, when the Shred-a-thons have occurred. The Arizona Rangers were there and really helped make that event go a lot smoother than it always has in the past.
That's great. Well, super. Well, gentlemen, I just want to thank you for your time today. I appreciate you joining me with Java with John. And for all of our residents that are watching, just want to remind you of our specials this week in the dining room. In Stone and Barrel on Friday night, we have our shrimp fry, and Saturday night we have our prime rib special. And the early bird special is the lasagna bolognese with a side Caesar salad for only $12. And don't forget, this is wine week at Stone and Barrel, so we have bottles to sell which you can take home. We have wine on tap, which you can also take home or you can enjoy in Stone and Barrel. So we hope you stop by for some of these amazing wine offerings while you can, and we'll be doing this through this Sunday. So as always, stay well.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel